take it away.
Welcome, everybody, to the Festival Addicts Tuesday show. And as always, we have a lot of information for you guys during these very interesting days. So, before we get into it, let's see who's going to be on the show with us. So, hello, Precious.
Hello, Misa.
Hi, Daniela.
Hi, Monique.
Hi, Olu.
Hey everyone, and thank you for tuning in tonight.
That was
Yay.
that was a really smooth transition.
I mean, normally I say hi Monique, but someone already said that, so I didn't have that option. So that was the cop out. Just say hi to everyone.
Normally, you just start the show. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, that's what I normally do. See, I'm learning. An old dog can learn
After
new
how many
tricks. I'm
shows?
learning.
One day we will get this right.
2021,
That's
new
so
things.
funny. Yeah. So, I mean, of course, there's a lot that's happening all the time. But one of the biggest things that we at the Festival Addicts really want to address that happened over the weekend is the passing of the artist known as Sophie on Saturday. So, just a little bit of information about that. You know, she passed away at the age of 34 Saturday evening, and it was a terrible accident. She was trying to see the moon a little bit better, and she slipped and she actually fell. So, I mean, she was also a very important artist, you know, to the industry. She, you know, was a pioneer and like a trendsetter. So, um, not only that, she was an advocate. She was a trans advocate. So we are all very, very sad behind that. Does anyone have any other words they want to say?
It was very tragic, very shocking. I mean, no one expected that news, but her music will definitely live on, and I think even more people will discover her music now that she's passed. So, we extend our condolences to her family and our friends. Definitely, this is news that really shook the whole music industry, but she will live on through her music and through everything she did for the LGBTQ community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we definitely send our condolences, and we hope her family and friends, you know, are comforted during this time. And that's how 2021 has started. So yeah. But in other news, events are coming back, and there is one happening, or well, there's several that are happening in a couple weeks, but there's one that's actually close to home for us, and it's happening Valentine's Day weekend, and we have Precious here on the show, and she's going to tell us all about Fresh Start.
Well, Fresh
Take it
Start was,
away, Precious.
I was super excited. So it was supposed to be for New Year's, and it was going to be this big event at the Midway, which is a club here in San Francisco that is all outdoor, and they have a really good system. They have tables, they have them sectioned off, and they have this really big stage. But we had our second shutdown. I want to say sometime around like right after Halloween, maybe a little after that, maybe November. So everything halted, like all the plans. There was a bunch of like shows that were gonna come to the Midway, but it didn't happen. And I didn't think that they were gonna bring it back. I didn't think it would be on hold, but yeah, they're actually gonna be hosting three events, but only 2 days. And I didn't know that for certain until like I was looking up what was happening. But on the first day, which is like it's Valentine's weekend, it kicks off with Chris Lorenzo. Chris Lorenzo. It's a brunch. It's a 3 hour set, and he's spending the whole time, which I thought would be really interesting. But be careful because you know mimosas. Um,
Mm-hmm.
The way to wreck my life right there.
every time I have stories, but we won't tell them. Um,
You remember?
don't remind me. Oh my god, did we go to? Oh, we went to brunch once, didn't we? It
Yeah.
was, oh my god, no, I don't remember.
You're not supposed to
That's
remember brunch afterwards.
my point exactly. So I mean, that's gonna be really fun. I didn't mention this, but I'm gonna be going to another event. I could touch on that slightly after. So that same day in the evening, there's gonna be Walker and Royce. Um, that's completely sold out. There's a wait list. I wonder what happens on this wait list, how people might get tickets, but that's going to be bananas. I'm going to be going to an event at Hotel Via, same social distancing setup tables, but this one's really small. And that's with Jack London. He's a great vocalist. He's originally from Denver, but grew up in London. So I'm really excited about that. But it also doesn't make me feel bad that I don't have tickets to Walker and Royce, because if I knew, I'd probably be hurting a little bit. I would be hurting. The second day is Justin Martin. I do have tickets for that one. And so that's going to be an all-day event. This is going to be, I feel like it's going to be an even bigger event, even though Walker and Royce, I feel like, is like a powerhouse. I think Valentine's Day is going to be the day. And Midway has some shows coming up. They definitely are the pioneers in San Francisco, you know, having safe setup. I'm telling you, like, they have these big outdoor areas, so people have plenty of space in between. They have people walking in and making sure that they have their mask on. Believe me, trust me, they're not that nice. They're making sure that everyone's staying safe, and the stage is kind of like at an angle, going the opposite way as well. So as a San Franciscan, I'm pretty excited to see like what develops from here.
Does it like, oh shoot, sorry. Is you're gonna like what kind? I'm trying to like say so many things at one time right now. So is it like a pod style event, or is this kind of like a, like how it used to be type of event? Did they say what kind of like precautions they're taking?
Yeah, so I've been there before. So you have a pod, and
Okay.
you have this yellow square, and you have a table and 4 chairs. So you have to stay in your square.
Okay.
So when you get to your table, you have this little barcode. I had this weird accent for a second. Barcode happens sometimes, and you scan it, and you could order your drinks there from the table, or
Okay.
order food. They bring it to you directly. You could go to and from the restroom, or you could go to the bar to get drinks, but they really regulate how many people are walking. I'm telling you, they have a really good crew of people that are there making sure that people are following proper protocol, because like that's one of the few things we have in San Francisco, and we don't want to lose it. They've worked very closely with the city, because they actually got closed down because they've always had a patio. So initially the city came up, they were kind of like trying to shake them down a bit, like saying like, okay, you're not following this, you're not following that, you have to do an inspection. They're like, anything you want, we'll do it. So they have gone through great lengths to make sure that they're doing it safely. From like wiping things down on a regular basis, making sure, running after people. Like I'm telling you, they're doing everything they can within their power to make sure that each and every event is safe. And I'm so proud of them for doing so.
Okay, that'll be exciting. So when you know, you're going to go to this event, you're going to come back on the show, and you're going to tell us all about it, right?
We'll see.
All right, that's fantastic. So that is happening next weekend. So everyone stay tuned for that. And Precious, I can't wait to hear about it. But we do have some other events that we want to tell you guys that are returning and happening. And since you guys started talking about brunch, let's talk about the brunch that's getting ready to start from Insomniac.
Yeah, so Academy's opening back up their patio section where they have different brunches and dinners. I still haven't been there, but I really need to go get some mimosas. So if anyone wants to go get drunk, and if anyone has a sibling that wants to drive us around all of LA, that'd be great.
I volunteer tribute.
Did they say like time frames and everything? So is brunch the standard time 11 to 3, or is it special hours, or
I think brunch starts at noon, and I know dinner ends at midnight.
They're doing brunch right. They're doing it the whole time.
Good luck, Daniela.
That is outstanding. All right, so that is opening back up. That's really exciting. I actually haven't been to that venue since it went from Create to the Academy. So
still shitty. But this is outside. Maybe it's better. And
maybe it's better. Yeah, I don't know. Like back when it was Create, I actually enjoyed their patio, especially when they would have like the same music playing inside as outside.
No, they
so
had
that
a
was
patio.
Yeah, well, I found it one time when it was just way too crowded. I think it was during like Dada Life or something that we went to go see. And it was just so crowded inside that we went outside and they were still playing the same music. So it was really fun. But what I remember, it was very run down, like it wasn't very nice. So hopefully they made it nice or something. I don't know.
Well, they
I
had
mean, they've
plenty
had
of
time.
time.
Huh?
They've had time.
Oh, everybody has had some time, let me tell you. So another event that's not taking place in California, but in good old Florida. So let's tell them about the sundown cruise that's happening. Go ahead, Misa.
Sundown Cruise, it looks like it's happening on Saturday, March 13th. And it's an all-day cruise, so you're gonna go at noon. It's from 12 p.m. to 3 a.m. You have a lot of DJs that we know very well that we've seen many times from Groove Cruise. You're gonna have like Anthony Attella, Boris, Coco Drills, Gene Ferris, Scotty Boy, LeVay Dupree. So we know a lot of these other names. We know a bunch of them, and I think there's gonna be a big out it looks like a lot of people are going to be going.
Yeah.
The tickets don't seem to be expensive. They're between $55 to $100, so it's actually quite good. It's only one day though, so you got to you're going to get your fix in for one day, but it's going to be on a cruise line. So we haven't had anything like that, so it's nice to see something like that coming back, because it gives me hope for Groove Cruise.
Yeah. I also heard that prices are going to be increasing sometime this month, or it's going to be increasing soon. So I did see a lot of group cruisers talking about how, like, if you're going to go, you need to get your tickets like now before prices increase. So when is the date on this again?
March 13th.
Yeah.
And it's out of Tampa. We usually leave out of like Miami and things like that, but this is going to be out of Tampa, Florida.
Okay, yeah, so that's farther up north. But yeah, so I mean, if you're in that area, I did see that if you are part of the Groove Cruise family and you are going, I believe that South Florida is going to be heavily represented. So you could meet all of the South Florida Groove Cruise fam if you go. I hear it's about to be like a crazy reunion. So that'll be really interesting.
So it's exciting to get to see people that you haven't gotten able to see, and like have the feel of a little mini Groove Cruise.
Yeah, so I mean that will be nice, and we'll see how it goes, if how COVID spreads and stuff like that from that or doesn't, because that's really gonna be an indication of how fast events can come back. But also it's Florida, so like who really cares about COVID down there? No one. I know, no one. That was just me. Okay. So, I mean, we're getting events back. They're starting to come back. And those that aren't coming back have kind of canceled, have sort of kind of canceled. It's possible it's canceled. So
it's just deja vu from last year.
Yeah. And it started all a couple weeks ago, or within the past week, when we first heard from the county of Riverside canceling Coachella. But has anyone heard Golden Voice do that? Has Golden Voice canceled Coachella yet? Like,
nope.
No, yeah. So that one, I just think it's hilarious that the county and the state has shut it down, but the actual company that's running it hasn't. I wonder how this is going to play out.
I think they want to have dates locked down before they announce anything. But I just feel like everyone should just give up on 2021 and aim for making 2022 happen.
Yeah, I agree.
We're barely on the second day. You want to cancel it?
Yeah, it was a long January. Just give it up.
The whole year done.
What? 31, 33 days into the year, you're like, fuck this, we're out.
yeah, we're done with 2021.
This one's broken. Just
throw the whole year away. Throw the whole year away. So who else hasn't said anything that's supposed to happen next month? Our favorite music festival that's disappeared from the face of the planet, Ultra Music Festival.
I was like, what music?
I don't think we'll hear anything from Ultra until the week of Ultra, if we hear anything.
Oh, geez. I don't even know anymore.
You know what?
They took people's money and ran.
Yep.
I think for Ultra, I gave them slack last year because they were first in line to get like postponed, right? Like they have a March festival. March is when a lot of these festivals and conventions and big events like got canceled. So like I'll give them slack for last year because they were literally the first, like they were on like just in the front of it. But you've had a whole year to figure this out. So we all knew that
Yeah.
Ultra wasn't happening, but I feel like they can do a much better job communicating to their customers and everyone else that's wondering what's going on. Like we're not
Especially since they
blaming
didn't
them.
offer refunds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do they
I
have a
think
refund
that's
policy,
messed
like
up.
in general? Like,
Yeah, no refunds.
yeah, okay, okay. I didn't know. Like I said, I have no idea because I know like group cruises no refunds, but they were nice enough to like move us to the following year for our credits.
Yeah.
So like, nothing like that happened, huh?
Well, group
Well, they
cruise
said
is
you
a
could have 2021 or 2022, and if you don't like that, then too bad.
yeah. Group cruise is a different company. Like I feel that their customer service is a whole lot better than a lot of other companies because
Yeah.
they have that cruise with confidence. And if you're a veteran, they know you and they want
Mhm.
you to keep coming back. So they have all of these options for you to actually protect you, as a as a cruiser and a patron of them. So I feel that they care a little bit more, and I feel that
Mhm.
Ultra is so big, like not just Miami, but they have all of the different ones around the world. Like I feel like, and the rest of the world is doing way better than us anyway. So I feel like they could take Miami's money and run and do Ultra Europe or Korea or
Yep.
wherever and start
Yeah.
new ones and be able to have that and have a great time. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep everybody posted. So stay tuned, everybody.
I wonder
All
if
four of
Miami
us.
Music Week will happen since Florida's just open and nobody cares.
I don't know. That would be interesting. I mean, if they have it, it could definitely be
Because
virtual. I
space is
don't know.
open. Space
I
They
isn't
don't
should.
doing
think
virtual. They
so.
have tables.
Yeah, I don't. Well, they might do something. I don't know. We're not going to know
Like
anything
if
until
there's
next
gonna
month.
be Miami Music Week, it'll be a much like let's say a lighter version than what we've seen in the
Hmm.
past. Like I feel like there's this kind of ecosystem or synergy between Ultra and Miami Music Week, and they fed into each
Hmm.
other. So if you don't have Ultra, that just totally really affects how Miami Music Week is gonna go. But we'll see.
Yeah, but don't the attendees from Ultra also stay longer to attend events happening during Miami Music Week?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like you guys have been to Ultra, so you know how like that's one of the most
I've never been
amazing
to
weeks.
Ultra. Yeah,
I've
I'm
never
Oh,
been
sorry.
either.
I
I would
had
love
the one very
I think that's you
the
then.
money I
I had
get.
the
I heard
opportunity to go
per
in
check.
20. Oh, you're saying what?
In what? In 20 what?
In 2019, and that was one of the best weeks of my life. It was either
Oh,
Oh,
2018 or
good.
good.
19. Yeah, 19 is where they moved and they had that fiasco where people were
Yeah,
like
no.
walking
Hmm.
out. So it
For
wasn't that
walking
one.
for like a
Yeah, it
mile.
was 2018.
What's the
But
Valentines?
That's
yeah,
in
they
Oh
go
my God,
2018.
that
they
Before
was
go
that.
hand in
awful.
hand. So if you don't have Ultra, I mean like you can't stop people from like flying into Miami to party that week, but it's not going to be what it should be if there's no Ultra. So
Okay. All right. Well, stay tuned, everybody, because we're following this very closely because we all just want to know what Ultra's doing. Um, So, I mean, we haven't heard from this company who is either canceling, postponing, or disappearing again. But there are two music festivals that we do enjoy here at Festival Addicts that did announce their reschedules. And the first one was EDC Mexico, and it was supposed to take
Yay!
place in April, but it has now moved to Labor Day weekend. So that's what do you guys think of that?
I love Mexico, EDC Mexico City.
I
It's so
Yeah.
fun, and you're like, it feels like you're just like you're rich.
I know. I love tipping people like 300% on Uber.
Oh yeah, dude! I said, that, dude, can I get somebody to fan me and just chill right there? Can I? Because
Like the Uber ride was $3. Here's $20.
Yeah.
it's so great. Like I mentioned before, them giving you a bottle for like $60 and giving you a plastic bottle to walk around the whole festival
Those
with,
75
Yeah.
cent tacos,
and the mixers, dude. You can't go wrong with that shit. I
the
like
Yeah.
$5 giant beers.
Yeah.
Careful
Oh
walking there,
man.
though. Be
I
careful walking.
Yeah. Oh man, like when
I
I
got
went to EDC
shut
Mexico,
down. I
yeah,
got shut down.
last year,
What was
I
that? It was
drank so much. I got so many cups. It was so nice. I felt like proud of myself.
I
I
lost
was,
all my cups.
oh, it's okay, Danielle. I have extra. I can send you some. I can
No, I
give you
have like
some.
the one you gave me, and I think I have two from the year that I went, but I had a big stack, and I don't know what happened to it at the festival.
Oh,
No.
somebody ground scored with that one because I ground scored a few myself. I ain't even gonna lie. So that's pretty exciting. So I really hope that, assuming everything is better and this actually happens, EDC Mexico is one we here at the Festival Addicts highly, highly recommend. And if you want to know our tips and tricks for it, we have a dedicated EDC Mexico. I think we have two EDC Mexico shows that you can go back and watch. You can find those on YouTube and Spotify. So that this is a favorite of ours. So it's nice that they didn't just cancel, they did reschedule it. So hopefully this will be good. But the next one that was rescheduled was Country Thunder. So
Yeah, yeah.
you guys want to talk about that one? When that one
Yeah,
was when
they
that
were so sure they were gonna have their festival on time.
Oh man, they really were. And yeah, they moved them to the fall also. So they're
Mhm.
trying again to, reschedule right now. I didn't see the dates, but I did see that they did postpone it. So it's
I
not
thought it
canceled.
was in fall, but I don't remember seeing the date.
I think it
Yeah,
was September.
I don't think I saw
September.
it either. But I know a lot of people were disappointed. At least on my Facebook, I saw a lot of people that were disappointed and like, what? I'm like, dude, come on, we haven't been able even to get the vaccine out that yet. Well, how can you
That
expect a big festival? If there's no electronic festival, I'd be damn it's gonna be a country festival first.
Misa said, "Not today, Satan, not today."
It's past their bedtime, Olu.
That's my bedtime. It's past my bedtime.
Yep.
When they started.
Oh, it's actually October 14th through the 17th.
Oh, okay. There's the date.
Yeah.
Pretty beautiful.
I know. Yeah, I know when I was there with you guys in November, the weather was super nice. Like, and this was the beginning of November, and I was surprised. I
Yeah,
thought, like,
it gets cold for like 2 weeks and then we're good.
oh,
We,
okay.
we complain. It snowed a little bit like a couple weeks ago, and we complained about it, and then we're like, oh, we're back to 70 today.
Oh,
Wow.
see, that's bipolar weather. You can't be having that in a course of a month. That's crazy. We got snow here in Riverside,
Today in
which is crazy,
California.
which is even crazy.
Mhm.
Man, it didn't stick though. Like, well, at least it didn't stick out here because I could only imagine how bad the traffic would have been, more than how bad the traffic already is if snow had actually stuck.
Yeah, in our mountains that are really close to us, it did, and the line to get up, I guess, to on Sunday to go play in the snow was over
Mhm.
4 hours long to even try to get to the mountain. It was insane.
Yeah, that's definitely insane. At that point, it's not worth it. Get like a little ice shaver and shave your own little snow,
Yeah,
and
you
then
have
just
ice at home.
exactly. Like
We
what?
have
Some
ice at
people.
home.
So I
It
mean,
goes over.
we we've been joking about this, like how events are saying, yeah, we're gonna happen, and then either canceling or postponing. But I mean, like, how does that make you guys feel to know? I mean, does it make you feel like they're playing with your emotions by announcing and then canceling or postponing? Like, what do you
I
guys?
stopped being disappointed in like September, so I just don't care anymore.
So if it happens, it
Like
happens.
it's cute you thought that was gonna happen, but we all knew you were gonna cancel.
Oh, Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Well, there is another event that's happening next weekend, and we can talk about like what is the likelihood of this event happening. Oli, you have the graphic up now, but Relentless Beats just announced Heartbreakers, which is supposed to be taking place next weekend. I think it's a 3-day event. I mean, so do you guys think this is Relentless Beats? They've done lots of different events, pod style, drive-ins.
I think
Um,
I think this one has more opportunity
and
definitely to happen because it's not as big as Country Thunder. It's going to be at our normal location, right at Rawhide.
yeah, Rawhide.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
These legal events.
Hey, you know what? It's like having your own VIP area. You have your little square, your little
Yeah.
area. They bring you the drinks. You don't gotta order food if you don't want to.
Yeah.
And then you just go from there. I'm not being crowded. Somebody's not pushing me. I got my own bar. It really works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I mean, we've talked about all of these events that, have announced that they're happening and then have canceled and postponed. So there's an interesting development that's taking place with good old Insomniac. And Daniela, you actually do have the passport. So I want to definitely get your opinion as well as the opinion of everybody else on the show. Apparently, you guys, your payments, they had froze payments and stopped them last year, but they're getting ready to start them up again in March. Like, what do you feel?
Yeah, so they said that they'll let us know sometime in February if that's going to happen, but it looks pretty likely. And there's no events, so I don't know what they're charging for. And also, they updated their terms and conditions. So if you have a VIP passport, you get the lowest level of VIP, which to me seems like they're giving us GA plus since everyone with GA tickets from last year got upgraded to VIP.
Mm.
So if that's the case, you either need to offer an actual VIP option for people who already had that option,
Yeah.
or like they need to refund us our money because like I didn't go to any events. The last one I went to was December and I paid up until March and I didn't get any events for those months.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that's just pretty
I
shitty if they're doing that.
that is
I
pretty.
think it's really messed up. Yeah, Misa, what were you saying?
Oh no, I just said it was shitty.
Oh, precious. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was
Uh,
thinking, yeah,
They didn't. I feel like a little kid that got called out of school.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah.
yeah, I was just like, preach. No,
Oh,
Misa was
wait, no.
napping.
let me out.
They do have the option to pause your passport for 3 months, but they didn't really make it clear what that means. Like, do you have to, if you owe them money at the end of the 3 months because you paused it, or if it's just like they're pretty much canceling it for those 3 months and you just don't get to do anything in case we do get offered any tickets to anything. So I don't know, like, what are they going to add on? They can't really add on park and raise because that's for the entire car, and there's no guarantee the entire car has a passport.
Yeah.
And if they add on like electric mile, that's not even worth me paying $120 a month when the ticket's only $100.
Right. Yeah. Bernard has chimed in and he said, keep the peasants in their pen.
Yes.
And he paid to not interact with people. So I agree. I think there needs to be, I think it's messed up. I really don't think, unless they are going to be offering like having more drive-ins and like you said, Daniela, or more pod events that is going to be on you guys' passport. I don't think that you guys should be starting any payments because I think that is unfair.
Or like if they don't want to add in the drive-ins, why not? If they want to start up all the payments, give us like a really good discount and we can bring our friends to the drive-ins.
Yeah.
Because you'll still be making money off of all the drinks and food you're going to be selling us.
Right. Because, weren't they the ones that said that you have to like order food as well?
No, that was Orange County. Yeah, shitty Orange County.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Anybody else have thoughts on that? Like, we'll definitely see if it's actually going to happen, but anybody else want to weigh in on that?
I think I don't have a passport. I never have. I should get one.
Me neither.
I don't have it. But you know what? If you're going from VIP and they're downgrading you, that just sounds horrible. Like, why would you downgrade me? You're supposed to usually upgrade me, especially if you're a loyal customer and you're paying for a passport and you're going. I know that it's a very reduced price, but at the same time, then if you don't want to do that, why are you offering it? Or offer them, like Daniela said, a better option for an actual VIP.
Yeah.
Or ultra VIP for people that had VIP.
Yeah,
right.
Like, start the new people off in like the lower level.
Yeah.
Because they did say when they start charging us, they're gonna send out more invitations. So like, what are you sending invitations for? There's no events.
I'll write some strongly worded letters, but still, send me my invitation.
Please invite me to pay $120 a month so I can stay at home and do nothing.
Wait, probably VIP to like all the virtual events.
What?
VIP to the virtual events. That's what they're going to give you.
Oh,
VIP
no,
to the
Precious,
virtual events.
Sorry, we didn't hear.
Are they sending me a VR headset or something?
What are the features
They're
of
gonna send you like, the VR headsets, like full immersive experience. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dude,
no,
I'll
Precious,
take
you know
that
what?
shoot.
That's a pretty good idea. That's the next frontier.
I hope
Pasquale's listening right now. Pasquale, we want those VR headsets. We want the Oculus
Dude,
Rift.
yes, okay.
They were about to do something. I think they did something like that for last year, right? Like during EDC.
I think it was EDC.
Yeah, they did something like that. So yeah, now is the time. People will pay for that because we're sitting at home doing nothing. So we'll do anything.
Man, the VR would have been awesome for that Tomorrowland event.
Man.
Yeah, that's a different company. We have to say that very interestingly to them because
well, when they cancel in July, that's an option.
Yeah.
Please don't say that. I have like $2,000 tied up with them right now.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Someone make some money.
Yeah. But that's how much you pay when you want to go. Like that's the ticket, the train tickets, the hotel, it's the shuttles and everything. So you're looking easy. And I mean, I'm in a pretty good hotel. And like the higher in like quality and luxury you go in hotel, you can pay quite a penny. I think when I was trying to buy tickets, the hotel I wanted to stay in was $2,700 for the weekend. And my friend convinced me to stay at the hotel that she was staying at, and I couldn't get it. So here I am. But that's okay. Not complaining. It's all right.
I'd settle for a shitty hostel to go to Tomorrowland.
And they have hostels. They have hostels too that they contract with. So, but that's not what we're talking about, because that's going to get me triggered for a second. We got some other things we got to talk about. Hold on a second. So, as we all know, it is February 2nd, and we here at the Festival Addicts take pride in being a very diverse group of teammates. And of course, we all know that this is Black History Month. And so we want to take some time for the entire month to highlight some of the big things that are happening in the Black community, and talk about like artists in the industry and just good news that's happening for African Americans in honor of that. And so we've got some interesting stuff that we're going to talk about today. And the first thing is, Precious, you actually shared this with us. So everyone knows about Burning Man and that it does bring in a diverse crowd, but there is a subgroup within that of people of color and Black burners. And so they are trying to do something special with the Burning Man project. So Precious, do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
I do. I'm going to read it because I feel like their message was so powerful that my words will not suffice. So
okay, go for it, girl.
Yeah, I'm going to read this. So it's through Burning Man Project that I found this article that they had posted. And so the subgroup that Monique was talking about is called the Black Burner Project. It documents people of color at Black Rock City with a mission to create inspiring, informative space where burners of color can be seen and celebrated as part of the Burning Man community. You can join their show weekly on Instagram at 5 p.m. Pacific time and 8 p.m. Eastern time. And so it's called Stories from the Dust. It's a chat with burners of color and aliases about their playa experiences. So it's not like just one type of person they're talking to. It's really cool. So they're highlighting not just African Americans, but it's everyone. But that's kind of like the main focus, is to get people talking about, like, it's a very diverse place. Because I know personally, like, I'd always think about Burning Man. I didn't think about it as necessarily a diverse place, like not it being a good thing or it being a bad thing. I just never thought about it. But when I saw this article, the person that organized it is named Erin Shaw. She created this because she felt it was so important to make sure that this imagery and these people are being seen. And Olu is putting up a few images, and they're so breathtaking. The colors and the movement and these photographs, but also tuning in every week and learning about these unique experiences that she's had with people and what's important. And so, like, I feel like it's something to check out on Instagram. Again, all you need to type in is Black Burner Project. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram. They have links to their website. You can also apply to be on this. So if you just take a look at those photos, like, absolutely blown away by the creativity and the beauty. And I feel like it's an amazing thing to highlight and see because they look absolutely fabulous. So, like, good job to them for just creating an outlet to show another face to Burning Man. Because, like I said, I never thought about it, but to see these images, it was absolutely just like, it took my breath away for sure.
Yeah, I think that is absolutely fantastic. I've always been intimidated by Burning Man just because it's kind of like a leave no trace, fend for yourself, bring all your stuff. But everyone who I have met that has gone always talks about the life-changing experience that it is. And, being a person of color myself, there isn't much representation when you look at a lot of photos and everything. So I think that this is a phenomenal thing that they're doing, and it's super important. And I really do hope that they get a huge reception from it and that they continue to do this, and maybe this will branch into something else and we'll get like Latin Burner Project, or like an East, a South Asian Pacific, or project to kind of highlight these other cultures that are represented here, because in actuality for these events there's lots of cultures, but I'm glad that they started this. So Precious, that was a great find. Thank you. And don't forget, everybody, tune in 5 p.m. On Facebook and Instagram.
Well, don't forget, like, a lot of these interviews also have other people of color. Like, like the main focus is like African Americans, but also they make it a point, or she makes it a point, to interview many people of different, backgrounds. The most recent one was with a man of Latin descent, and it's so cool that there's a little representation of other cultures as well, and really good quotes, and the photos are there on a weekly and sometimes daily basis. So definitely check that out on Instagram when you get a chance, because it's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll try to get like a post out in case you guys want to see all this stuff as well. Another big thing that has happened this week for the Black community has been something that I'm actually very proud of. And as you guys know, the Nobel Prize for 2021 nominations have started coming in. And the Black Lives Matter movement has been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. Not only that, but others such as Stacey Abrams in Georgia, who has done the Lord's work out there. She has also been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. But I really do hope that the movement actually wins, because I was reading the article that was released by the Nobel Committee, and they were talking about like the death threats that they've been getting and the complaints based off of the nominations. Um, and essentially, it's the same type of response that was given when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was nominated who was nominated and won the Nobel Peace Prize. So it's really important, and they felt that it deserved the win or the nomination because of the global response to it. As we all know, last June, George Floyd was murdered by police, and everyone saw it. And the response to that led to multiple countries holding protests and marches and things like that. And it was just undeniable for them to not even consider what the movement has done. And I think that really, it really says a lot. But it also shows that this is a huge problem. Racism in America against Black people is a huge problem, and that there are so many like-minded people who want to fight for a better place for us. And that is like super touching, and it's very powerful. And I hope they win. I really do. What do you guys think about?
The Nobel Peace Prize is always the people or organizations or movements that get nominated are things that really did have an impact in our world and made the world a better place. So I can't think of any other force that had as much as an impact last year as Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
So I do think they deserve it. We'll see what happens, but I'm glad that at least they got that recognition.
Yeah. And that type of acknowledgement, I think that's super important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I do see that we are coming up on the end of time today, and there's one more thing that we wanted to do, that we're going to try to do a lot more of next time, but we had so much to kind of cover this week, is we want to highlight some of our favorite Black EDM or just music artists in general. So does anybody here have anyone that they want to share?
I do. So there's someone that I really love, and I've loved ever since I've been in San Francisco. She's not a native of here, native to San Francisco, but she does a lot of collaborations with some local artists, and her name is Lisa Shaw. She's originally from Canada, but like I've been in love with her music as long as I can remember loving deep house, which was probably since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Melodic, and you'd be surprised that I like this kind of music, because you know me, I'm pretty basic, but no, she's you know me. I like what I like. But Lisa Shaw is like melodic. She's done work with like Miguel Miggs here in the city. Just has that soulful kind of like R&B sound. So check out Lisa Shaw. My favorite song is "Can You See Him?" and I listen to that every time. Like I just need to like relax. She's an amazing artist, and I just love to like put that out in the universe.
Awesome. Anybody else want to share before I share mine?
No, I didn't get one today. I'll have one next week.
Okay. All right. I actually want to share a story about an artist. So the artist I want to talk about is Green Velvet, and anybody who knows music knows Green Velvet. He has a neon green mohawk, and it's like the coolest look ever. But and he has performed many times on Groove Cruise, and that's actually how I got exposed to him to hear his music. And I just remember, and I can't even remember what cruise it was, but we were in the middle of the ocean, and he was. It's two memories. So the first one was he was actually playing soccer. It was like the artist soccer tournament. And so he was out there, and I just remember them shouting for him to get off of the court so he could go and get to his daytime set. And that was really fun. But then later that day after he had done his set, I just remember just being in the back of the boat and everybody's having a great time. And all of a sudden, like the bartenders started passing out drinks. And it was, I don't remember what the drink was. It doesn't matter. I had 5. But Green Velvet actually purchased drinks for everyone in the, and I don't even remember how he had like calculate. I don't know if he was just like, just make 100 drinks and I'll pay for it. But he was literally just sitting there. You know, everyone was laughing. We were all talking. We were chatting with him, and he just bought drinks for everybody. And that was the first time I had like heard of him and just having that experience with him. And he was a super nice, humble, like not even stuck up, just a real awesome guy. And you know, he appreciated that I appreciated him buying me a drink or 5. And I think that it's so important to have these type of experience. And the fact that, you know, he looked like me, well, I don't have green hair, but like he was black like me. It really did show like a different side.
We can make that happen.
Huh?
I'm down.
We can make that happen.
I don't know, but it was the coolest thing. And yeah, he was sitting at the table next to ours, and he was just chilling. It was like it was nothing, and everybody was coming up to him and cheersing him, and he was cheersing everybody, and it was just a chill moment. Like it was kind of like being in like a bar with all of your friends, and then you buy a round for everybody, except there were several. And I just thought that was great. And I just want to highlight that. And his music's really good too. So yeah. I really think that if you haven't listened to Green Velvet or seen him live, don't sleep on it. Definitely check it out.
Yeah. I really like him too. I like whenever you can see him and all you see on stage is his neon green hair.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And that was the last pod event that we went to. Me and Daniela went to go see Green Velvet here in Arizona.
Oh,
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What year was that?
What year?
Because I was probably there too. Was it at there was an event? Was it in downtown Phoenix?
Oh no, it was the one me and Daniela went recently.
Recent. Okay.
What was that? September. October?
Oh, last year. Okay, I thought you were talking about like Green Velvet did a big show here like 3 years ago, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was one of the pod raves that we just went to. I think in September or October. I just can't remember the date.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but did you go to the one after Decadence after that rain? That was crazy. In the dark, in that little like venue behind Rawhide, he was just there. Like the room was like you could barely see him. You just see like this smoke, and you can see him in the middle. And he stopped the music. He stopped the music. Everyone just froze. And he froze for at least 30 seconds, if not more. And everyone just like went like this. No one did anything. No one said a word. And he just stood there. And then he started going again. But everyone like just stopped breathing and just stopped.
Oh, that's incredible.
That is incredible.
Everyone was just like,
and go.
Oh my gosh.
It's a wait. And go.
I'm telling you, like, I'm so serious. Everyone stopped in their tracks. No one even like breathed one breath. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
I wish I was there. Yeah, earlier.
I got my ass. I still went.
So that night, I sprained my ankle or broke my ankle or did something. I jumped into a mosh pit to DJ, you know, Shaquille, like DJ Diesel.
You went to that?
Diesel.
Yeah.
Diesel.
So if it's that one you're talking about,
Yeah, it is.
I was there. I mean, so he called for a mosh pit, and I jumped into the mosh pit, and I broke my ankle.
Wow.
So there's no way I could have done. Because you're talking about that. What was it during Decadence or the after party?
After party.
Yeah, there's no way I was going to that after party with the broken ankle in the mosh pit, but
I
glad
didn't
you
even
had
know
fun
about
there.
it. I
That's
just kind of
hilarious.
stumbled across it.
All right. Well, guys,
That's
I
all.
think we are at the end of our show right now. So I want to thank you guys all for being on the show and everybody out there listening to us. Thank you guys so much for coming back every week and spending your Tuesday night with us. So before we close out the show, why don't we tell everybody where we can find you on social media? We will start with you, Precious.
It's Precious_star_Moreno right above my head.
All right, and Misa
You can find me on Only One Misa on Instagram and Twitter.
Daniela.
I'm at DannyLove22492 on Twitter and Instagram.
And producer Olu.
You can find me at OluBPM on Instagram.
And I am your Mocha Princess. That's where you can find me on Instagram. And don't forget to check out all of our socials that are in this beautiful border here. So check out our Twitter, our Facebook, our Pinterest, our Twitch. We have Spotify. We have a website. We have a YouTube. We have all the socials. So check us out. Use our hashtag. Stay safe. And don't forget to come back next week. And we will have more news, tips, and just us having a really good time here on the show. So and trying to make the best of 2021. That's what we're going to do. So thank you guys all, and have a great evening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye.